Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing good and staying safe like always. If you're new here, I'm Nikita Tanwani, former Femina Miss India Andhra Pradesh 2019 and now a model, a actor, a pageant coach and a YouTuber as well. And over here on my channel, I make videos to help young pageant aspirants kickstart their pageant journey and to familiarize you guys with the pageant world, sprinkled with some lifestyle and motivational content as well. And so if that sounds like your cup of tea, then you should definitely subscribe to my channel by hitting the subscribe button down below, and don't forget to hit the notification bell as well so that you don't miss out on any new videos that I will be posting. And don't forget to follow me and my training program on social media as well. Now today's video is something that I'm very sure a lot of you will be able to relate to. I went through the same feeling myself years ago when I was about to get into the modeling and pageant industry, and even right now I get so many messages and bombarded with this question so often that am I too late to participate in a pageant, or am I too old, or is it just should I have done it sooner? And I feel like I may have a disadvantage compared to the other contestants just because of my age. And on top of that, the Miss International organization announced something a few months ago that made me sit down and think, how old is too old for a beauty pageant? Now, for some of you who may not know what I'm exactly talking about, the Miss International is one of the big 4 pageants. And if you want to represent India at Miss International, then you have to participate and win the title of Miss Glam Anand Supermodel India. I made a whole detailed video about this pageant already over here, so you can go watch that. Now, for Miss International, the age eligibility criteria has been from 18 to 28 for the last few years. And despite that, before January of 2020, the organization did allow some minor contestants to participate on an exceptional basis. That's not a regular thing that happens, but there have been 17-year-old contestants who have participated in the pageant. Now, because of the pandemic, a lot of pageants were not conducted, Miss International being one of them. And so when they cancelled and postponed their 2020 edition, a lot of contestants were worried that what if they cross the age criteria in the year of the pandemic? That is, if they are above 28 by the time the Miss International pageant gets conducted in the year 2021, do they still get to participate in the pageant or not? Now, the good news is that in June of 2020, the Miss International organization had made an official statement on their Instagram saying that even if you have crossed the age criteria due to the pandemic, the contestants would still be allowed to compete in Miss International because they have already been given the title from their national counterparts. Now, cut to January of 2021, to everyone's shock, surprise, and dismay, the organization has decided to go back on their word. The contestants who would have turned 29 in the pandemic are no longer eligible to compete in Miss International. This information, however, was revealed during a live chat with Missology by a spokesperson of the Miss International organization. And obviously the reaction from the public was not pleasant because one, you do not expect an organization to go back on their word, something that they've made an official statement about. And ageism in pageants has been a long conversation for the last few decades about the age criteria. And in this situation, the pandemic being the reason for certain live events not being conducted is not in anybody's control. It's not really fair on the contestants who have put in so much effort, hard work, investment into their pageant, and to not allow them to compete just because they have turned a year older. Now, further explaining as to why the organization felt that it was necessary to go back on their word and stick to the original age criteria set by the pageant is because the organization had to maintain their business relations with their sponsors. And now Miss International is a Japan-based organization, and for years we have known that ageism is something that women in Japan do face a lot of discrimination on. A colleague of mine who has modeled in Japan once told me that while in Japan, the hourly rate that models can charge is much higher to other countries and you do earn a lot of money if you're modeling in Japan, but the younger you are, the better. Now that is the harsh reality of how things work there. And so the sponsors for the organization and for the pageant have certain rules and criteria as to what age bracket of women do they want to be their faces and their ambassadors, and do they want to be working with? Personally, my thoughts are that turning a year older or just a few months older and crossing the age criteria does not really define anything as to someone's potential or their caliber. It only means that they're wiser now. Now, before I move on and speak more about how ageism has impacted women, especially in Japan and in the rest of the world, and more specifically in the pageant industry, I want to take a moment to talk about the new range of products that Derma Co has launched, and it's probably one of the most exciting ranges of Derma Co so far. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I'm a huge sucker for sheet masks, and so Derma Co has recently launched this new range of sheet masks over here. I have so many good things to say about these sheet masks. Number one, all of these sheet masks that Derma Co has launched are fragrance free, which is amazing for sensitive skin, and I think that's a direction in which all brands should be working towards. Now, with the winter approaching, I stay in Hyderabad, so not so much winter here, but you do feel that your skin and your lips are chapped, dry, and so the hyaluronic acid that these sheet masks contain is definitely a hydration boost that our skin would love and enjoy with this season, and just give your skin that glow. And now with Derma Co, you can actually find out which products are suitable for your skin type and your skin concerns. All you have to do is head over to their platform and take the skin assessment test, in which you can feed in information about what your requirements are, what issues you are facing with your skin, what are your concerns, and then the platform recommends products based on the information that you have fed in, which I think is super smart because everybody has a different skin type, and I really appreciate that the brand Derma Co has taken this into consideration, because not one product will suit all skin types. So now in this range, we have 5 masks in total over here. These sheet masks are the first type of such sheet masks to be launched in India. And the number one mask here I have is the 1.5% AHA and BHA sheet mask. We all know AHA does wonders for acne prone skin. So if you want clear skin, this is the mask to go for. It also has glycolic acid and willow bark extract. Now, all of these masks have certain hero ingredients that are targeted to very specific skin concerns, which I really like about that. The glycolic acid will help in excessive oil control, and also the willow bark extract is a great hero ingredient, and it's going to exfoliate your skin and clear out your pores. So I think if your skin requires this type of treatment, this mask is super handy. And with the festive season, we all travel a lot, so it's really nice to have these things with you compared to bottles, I guess. They also have a salicylic and a niacinamide mask as well. Both work for active acne and acne marks. You guys have been following me. I have treated my acne through salicylic acid treatments alone, and niacinamide serum is something that I use on a daily basis in my nighttime routine. And so I'm super happy that now this is actually in a mask form as well. And in fact, it's super convenient to gift to relatives, to friends as well, because a serum is something that you have to buy an entire bottle of, but you can definitely give it a shot with a mask. And believe me, Derma Co has changed my skin so much. Even right now, I have certain acne breakouts happening because of dirty makeup brushes being used on me because of shows and shoots, and Derma Co's niacinamide products are my go-to treatment for acne. So I think these are all really handy products to have. They also have a peptide and collagen mask if you want to regain that plumpness and elasticity in your skin, and they also have a kojic and arbutin sheet mask with really good ingredients for hyperpigmentation and dark spots. Definitely try these out. Take the skin assessment test, go onto their platform and purchase these products. This range of products is available on the Derma Co website, where you can use my code Nikita20 to get 20% off, and they're also available on Amazon, Nykaa and Flipkart. Now, these sheet masks would be amazing because they have anti-aging effects as well, especially if you're going for your pageant as well. But coming back to the more serious topic that we're talking about, that is the discrimination that women feel and are facing in Japan mostly, because as soon as they turn 30, you can see a stark difference in the number of opportunities that women are getting, pageant sponsors being one of the stakeholders in this concern right now. And so we did a little research as to what is the average age of the title holders of the big 4 international pageants, those being Miss Earth, Miss International, Miss World and Miss Universe. Now, even though Miss World is the oldest pageant out of all these 4, Earth being the youngest, the statistics showed that the winners of Miss World in their whole lifetime of the pageant were probably the youngest title holders. The Miss Universe being slightly older when it came to their winner ages, and Miss Earth having an average age of around 21. So that showed that if you look at the lifetime span of all the big four pageant organizations, the average age of the winner of an international pageant is usually around 20 to 21 to 22. However, the good news here is that if you just look at the four pageants in the last 10 years, the average age of the winners is now actually 23 and 24, and that's the median age of the contestants as well. And so I think that's a really good change that we are saying. Not that I have anything against younger contestants, but it's just that age should not be a restriction for any woman to be a part of anything, any opportunity, any platform, and any pageant. Now, Ritika Khattani has definitely proven this year that age is just a number, but I wish that that applied to someone who's 25, 26, and 27 as well. And to further prove my point, I was 24 when I won the title of Femina Miss India Andhra Pradesh, and in no way did I feel that being 24 was too late at that time, which is actually a concern I myself had before I got into the field. I in fact thought that I cannot start modeling at 23, but that's exactly what I did. And in fact, most of the South Zone state title holders were around the ages of 23 and 24 or 25 because all of us were working and we all had corporate jobs. Now, with that being said, there is no suitable or perfect age to participate in a pageant. This is what I want to clarify today, because so many contestants often think that younger contestants are preferred or older contestants have a disadvantage. We have seen in the recent trends and patterns that even international pageants, the median age is increasing. So it's all about what you bring to the table, your personality. Your age being higher just means that you have more wisdom, you have more experience, and all you got to do is, one, I would say very realistically, just take care of your skin and your body. You could be 25, but your body age could still be 21. So if you take care of your physical health, your mental health, your skin, and if you are 18 at heart, that is how young you are. In fact, in the modeling and acting industry as well, it's not your actual age that counts. It's only your on-screen age that is considered. So even though I am turning 27 next month, I can still apply and be eligible for acting projects where they're probably looking for someone around the age of 24. I do send my profiles to them because my on-screen age can still be 24. I can play that character. So being 27 does not hold me back from taking up any of those projects. And with all that being said, do I personally wish that the age criteria was more flexible when it comes to beauty pageants? Definitely. Miss International was a pageant that I personally did want to participate in, but just because I'm not eligible, I did not get that opportunity. And so I do have that reason for wanting the age bracket to be slightly widened and just make more and more women eligible for what they truly deserve. Another rule that we can definitely change in the pageant system, something closely related to the age criteria, is a rule that tells women to not have been engaged or married in the past before, because the title is of a miss. And I think that women should be able to put that baggage behind them. Your past does not define you. It's only your future and what you're doing in the present that actually matters. And so that's a rule that I wish changes, that whoever is single at the moment is allowed to participate in a pageant, at least in the Miss category, because there are separate pageants for Mrs. category. But what about women who have probably gotten married at a very young age, got divorced very early on, and now they are single, but they can still not participate in beauty pageants? Now that's an issue that I wish, just like the Miss Diva organization has made trans women eligible for the beauty pageant, in the coming years, I hope that this is another welcome change that we see in the pageant system, and it would be a great milestone for women all across the globe, some of whom have come out of abusive, toxic relationships and marriages, and now they could use that experience, and I'm sure they have so much to say to the world. And so there are plenty of changes that can be made in the pageant system, and so I just want to initiate the conversation around it. Recently, the rules regarding Miss France were in the news a lot, but I'll save it for another video altogether, and we'll actually have a conversation about that as well. So I hope that with this video, we've got the ball rolling, and I hope that that this dialogue and this conversation actually leads to some impactful changes in the future. Let me know what are your thoughts when it comes to the age criteria and ageism that women face all across the globe, and what changes do you think we can bring into the pageant system further. I would love to know your thoughts and inputs on this, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, I love you guys so much, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!